or simply visit the Barahi temple. Fishing is possible in the lake, and so far, no permit is required. Begnas and Rupa lakes are at a distance of 15 kilometers from Pokhara. These lakes are more serene and less crowded, and tourists can relax in the lodges and resorts situated along the lakeside. These two lakes are separated from one another by a narrow ridge. It is a perfect nature retreat because of the relative seclusion and opportunity for boating, fishing, and first-hand experience of a typical Nepali village life. The Davis Fall, which lies 2 kilometers southwest to Pokhara, is another outstanding attraction of this valley and can be found included in almost all brochures and guidebooks. Here, the water from the lake falls deep down into an underground tunnel and on many occasions is a source of a rainbow. The adjoining Gupteshwar caves represents limestone caverns and are an interesting place to visit. The other limestone cave is situated at the northern end of the valley and is called Mahendra Cave. The nearby Bat Caves is an ideal place for one who seeks more adventure. Towards the eastern side of Pokhara, one can find gorges cut by the Setu River on the limestone terrain. In many places, the gorge is 40 meters deep and only the murmuring of the Setu River can be heard from the bridge over it. A variety of people representing different races, tribes and cultures can be found settled in Pokhara. The Newars, who came from Bhaktapur near Kathmandu, settled in Pokhara in the early years. The majority of the tribal people, the Gurungs, can be found settled not only in the hills around Pokhara Valley, but also in the region south of the Annapurna range. A walk through a typical Gurung village will expose one to their rich culture and warm hospitality, and one can have a good view of the daily chores. They are known for their bravery and faithfulness. As Pokhara is comprised of people from different tribes and culture, one can experience a variety of cultures throughout the year. The Newars celebrate the most festivals and religious practices the year round. The festival of Gai Jatra attracts crowds in thousands from far and near. During this festival, men, dressed as fairy ladies, dance with great excitement in the beating of thundering drums and cymbals. Likewise, Dasai, Tihar, Shivratri, etc. are the other festivals that bring excitement and smile on the faces of the people. Losar, which means the changing of the year, is the biggest festival of the Gurung community. It is celebrated by visiting relatives, singing, dancing, and exchanging well wishes among each other. The most famous Hindu temple of the Pokhara Valley is Vindhyavasini Temple, which lies on the top of a small hillock near the old city of Pokhara. The main deity worshipped here is goddess Durga, the deity of power, whom people please by offering sacrifice of animals the year round. For the adventure seeker, Pokhara is yet another paradise of dreams. From paragliding to ultralights, to mountain flights, to rafting and kayaking, to mountain biking and all. For some adrenaline rush, paragliding from this hill can be a truly wonderful and fulfilling experience, which an adventure seeker can share with the Himalayan griffin, vultures, eagles and kites. Paragliding has gained such a lot of popularity that now there are international paragliding competitions in Pokhara. Ultralight aircraft flights have been in operation in Pokhara for a long time. The choice of Pokhara for ultralight aircrafts is appropriate chiefly because of the proximity of the mountains, the scenic lakes, and the endless evergreen surroundings. Nepal offers an astonishing topographical variation with altitude ranging from 70 meters to 8,848 meters just within a span of 193 kilometers, making this country an ideal place for trekking. A majority of important trekking routes begin from Pokhara. There are many trails, many of them old trade or pilgrimage routes, leading through terraced hillsides, forested ridges, riverbanks, paddy fields, forest covers, and connecting picturesque hamlets and mountain villages. The trails are well maintained, and many trails up steep slopes are often paved with stones. Trekking through these trails can be done independently or can be organized through a registered travel agency. The Round Annapurna Trek is one out of the best 10 trekking routes in the world. It can be covered between 15 to 21 days. However, there are other shorter treks to suit to the personal interest of an individual. The Panchasi Trek for 2 to 4 days, the Royal Trek for 4 days, Ridgeline Trek for 2 days, and so on. Likewise, other longer treks include the Annapurna Sanctuary Trek 6 to 12 days, Jomsum Muktinath Trek 3 to 12 days, Ghorepani Poon Hill Trek